are live. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what it is. The best audio experience on the fucking internet. It's your boy Drew. I'm here with my boy Raj.
What's going on?
And welcome to the show. Oh, we were just talking about how it's important to teach kids in a way that they can relate to, and how people relate things different.
Yeah, you got to make it just relatable to find whatever that kid likes and teach the subject in that kind of way. Like we were saying, we've seen teachers like rap something to the kids to keep the kids interested, or what else we were talking about? What were the other examples we were talking about?
We were saying like even just kindergarten, like grade 1 teachers who go like above and beyond to babysit and take care of 30 kids, plus be a teacher, plus be a parent in a lot of cases. Like, it's crazy how much work those people actually put in, and obviously don't get paid for.
Yeah, and I mean, not all. Like, well, I don't want to like talk bad now.
Well, that's what we're here
it's
for.
Like some of them do, not all of them do.
Okay, name
you know
one kindergarten teacher who's making bank.
No, I'm saying put the time in. Not all teachers
oh no,
go
for
above
sure.
And beyond.
Yeah,
you know, I think very rarely do teachers go above and beyond. If you think about it, right? Like we were saying, like you probably think back to yours going to school. You probably can remember one or two teachers that you liked or whatever. Chances are you probably did good in that class too. Yeah. We were saying, right? But you can also remember probably like 5 or 6 teachers that were fucking brutal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's a profession that you really have to want to do.
I feel like
you can't half-ass being a teacher. I think it's just like, I don't know. Like,
I feel like even like coming out of high school, going into college, like people who would make good teachers know from the jump, I want to be a teacher, or I want to help people, like kids grow, or teach people things.
Yeah.
You know, be it like say they're involved in being a camp counselor, or teaching preschool or Sunday school growing up, or whatever it is. Like when you see someone who's like, "Yo, you're good with kids," or you know how to actually relate to people.
Sunday school, bro, a little dicey.
Sundays, yeah.
Come on, man.
Not all of us are Catholic.
We all know the history.
Not all of us are Catholic.
Come on,
there's
man.
other religions, bro.
Pass on the Sunday school. But yeah, no, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, for sure. I guess before we get into any sports or anything, that your boy, and I'm sure you feel a kind of way about this, considering your guys' long history and friendship. But your boy R. Kelly getting charged.
Yeah, finally.
He got charged
10 to life, right?
Yeah, 10 to life, and then it's charged with racketeering on sexual trafficking charges, which is fucking crazy.
Oh, you know what I seen today? Actually, I saved it here. So, you know you're in a lot of trouble when one of your biggest advocates is Bill Cosby, bro.
Yo, what?
Yeah, so
yo, I don't want that
shit's
support.
Wild, bro. Okay, so of course Cosby's gonna stick up for him, right?
Did he actually say something?
Yeah. It's here in today's paper.
Holy shit!
So he
no way.
He says that Kelly was screwed and wasn't gonna catch a break during the month-long trial. And I want to say, like, what break is this guy supposed to catch, dog? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the fucking nerve of you, bro.
When the only one you have showing out for you is Bill Cosby.
And he's like,
dude.
He's like, the deck was stacked against Robert. His constitutional rights were grossly abused. I don't know anywhere but in this country, in the United States, that a documentary can bring criminal charges against someone. Yo, it wasn't the doc that did it. It was R. Kelly, you fool.
No shit.
You know what I mean? Like, this is how delusional Bill Cosby is.
But his rights weren't the thing being abused.
So, just wild, man. Like, yeah. So, needless to say, if Bill Cosby's vouching for you, bro,
it ain't looking good.
You done, son.
Good. The guy was a piece of shit.
Did you know how Cosby? Did you know how Cosby got let out of jail?
Pardon?
Do you know
it
why
was
Cosby?
I think we talked about it. Or maybe,
did we?
I don't remember if we were on break at that point. I know me and you had a conversation about it, but we can go into it.
So no, I just saw it in this article, and
you didn't know?
And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" So he was released not because he was found not guilty, but because the Supreme Court ruled that the district attorney was obligated to stand by a promise his predecessor had made to not charge Bill Cosby.
So there was another case, like earlier in Bill Cosby's career.
Are you kidding me,
He
bro?
was going to get charged for something, and he cooperated, but in the deal, he wanted it put in that if I cooperate, you
Can't be
cannot
charged,
charge
right?
me in the future.
He's
And then so this man
more
just
smart,
went on
man.
a rampage.
He knew, yeah. Crazy though. Yeah,
I don't know.
If I did know that, I maybe forgot, but like reading that and I was just like, that's wild, man.
How is that even legal though? Like you're literally giving this guy a get out of jail free card. That's literally what that is.
Yeah.
Like how in the world is that legal?
Well, we made a pinky swear, so that's literally what this is.
Yeah,
like, are
straight
you
up.
fucking kidding me? And what a slap in the face to all like the women.
Dude, can you imagine?
We're not talking 5, we're not even talking 10, 20. We're talking 60, 70 women.
Dude, numbers.
But he's not guilty.
No,
yeah.
it's
and OJ
you're right,
didn't
though.
do it either. You
Like
know what I'm
it's
saying?
a complete slap in the face. It's
Crazy
absolutely
though.
wild.
So
man.
R. Kelly, Bill Cosby party is probably pretty wild though if you think about it. If they had a party, would I go? Fuck yeah. If they said, "Yo, you want to come to my party?" Done. let's do this, bro. I'm just saying I'm going. I'm not saying I'm just going and having a few drinks.
Oh, bro, you be the one not remembering anything. Wake up sore and bloody.
I'll be like, oh, fuck, my ass is killing me,
Limping
bro.
out that front door.
Fuck. God damn. Got the R. Kelly herpes after. I'm like, oh, R. Kelly, I knew it was you, man. I knew it was you, man. These herpes are yours, fool.
Nah, dude. Bill Cosby looks like he has herpes.
It don't matter. That guy's like
man do
80
not-
something.
Yeah, that's what
sitting
I'm
on
saying. He
hundreds
got
of meals,
warts,
bro.
bro. He got all sorts of shit. What are you
I
saying?
think the wife left him now, right?
I fucking
Finally.
hope so.
But
How? Okay,
let's
66
be real.
women?
Let's be
How are
real,
you going
bro.
to stick by that?
guy's gonna die soon.
Yeah.
You know.
Did you ever watch that documentary, speaking of like old dudes dying soon? I think we might have talked about this. Did you watch that documentary about them hunting a Nazi guy? Like, okay, so big spoilers. I forget the name of it. It's called like Nazi Among Us or something like that. Y'all can suck a dick. It's been out for like 2 years. Super good documentary. I know
It's
you.
on Netflix.
Yeah, I know you won't watch it because you don't watch
Oh
anything.
fuck! There's one TV show I'm starting to watch, bro. Never watched a TV show ever.
What, Squid Games?
I don't. Yeah, finish your story and we'll talk about
Is
it.
this Squid Games?
No, it's fucking BMF. 50 Cent.
Oh,
the
shit.
show on BMF. We have the sticker right here.
Oh, is that
Proud supporter of BMF here. It's another show like Power, but
like that?
It's
Okay.
the brothers growing up in Detroit, the gang.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, it just started last Sunday. But anyways, go on about your doc.
So this guy, go on about my doc. All right.
No.
I'll trouble you. I'll trouble you.
No, you were
But
saying.
I know. I'm just fucking with you. So this guy, there's basically this guy's name. He's this old guy living in like Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay.
And he's working at a Ford factory. He's a Ukrainian or Polish immigrant or something like that, right?
Shout out Usyk.
My boy, we're gonna talk about that because that shit's wild. Living in America, and he was like a refugee from after World War II. At least that's what he said. So, turns out that there was an investigation going on with the Nazi death camps, and they were investigating or trying to find the guy, and his name was quote unquote Ivan the Terrible.
Oh, I've heard the name.
Yeah, and so this guy would be the guy who sat in front of the gas chambers and would throw people into the gas chambers. So like
That's pretty terrible.
No, dude, and so but like he took it beyond. So he was known for carrying a sword, and he'd like cut girls' tits off, cut children's hands off, cut dudes' dicks off, and while throwing them in, laughing, stabbing people, like wild shit.
But he lived up to his name.
Yeah, man, straight up.
For sure.
And so
Yeah.
this guy, this actually happened. He got
That's crazy.
They found out it was him. And then he got extradited to Israel to be tried.
Okay.
And so he ended up like walking, and then they retried him, and they found him guilty at like 92.
I was gonna say, how old is this guy?
92 or something like that. So like this guy's getting
He
wheeled.
doesn't even know he's in court.
No, dude. But bro, this documentary is crazy because there's like
Oh, I'll check it out. That
they
sounds
pull
dope.
like Jewish death camp survivors who are like, I fucking know you. I know those eyes. And in court, he's just smiling at them. Like, dude, it's some crazy shit. Watch
These guys all got the numbers on their arms,
Dude, it's
right? They all have
fucking
numbers, right?
nuts, dude.
Yeah, that is pretty wild. It sounds pretty good though. For
Watch.
real.
I'll find the name and I'll tell you. It's fucking crazy, man.
Fucking Ivan the Terrible.
But-
So did he go to jail then?
Pardon? Yeah, but like you're saying, you're 92. You're
Yeah,
Bill
you're
Cosby.
probably
What are you gonna do?
dead.
You're gonna
Yeah,
die,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like he got away with it. Basically, is what happened.
And you know Cosby's like sitting at home with the biggest shit-eating grin on his face.
Okay,
bro.
yo, you know the thing Bill Cosby used to do in his show, where like he's walking, he goes like weaves back. You seen that?
No.
So like it's a thing where you're like he's walking. For those like on YouTube, you can see this. He's like walking, he goes, and then he keeps going.
Okay.
It's like a thing he used to do in his show, right?
Okay.
Well-
He was America's favorite dad.
Yeah, he
Remember
was.
This shit, bro?
Yeah, so when he was originally getting
That's fucking
tried,
foul, bro.
It's wild. When he was originally getting tried, he said that if he ever got released, he'd do that And so when he got released
In court, he did it.
no. So there's a video of him getting released when he's walking out, and he has the biggest shit-eating grin on his face.
Oh,
and there's like cops walking him out of jail, and he's like, boom, boom, boom.
I bet.
He keeps going.
I would walk out there like the George Jefferson, man.
Oh,
Like
dude.
real talk though. Yeah, it's crazy, man. You know, I guess he's pretty happy though. Fuck, right? Like,
Fuck, man.
I don't know how you even just go out in public though. Like I don't. I
No,
think he's
man.
like super blind and shit too. Like he's like already he's rough shape. Not that as he should be, but like, yeah, I think he's like blind and all this other shit, right? But,
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
as you deserve it.
Speaking of getting charged, do you see what went down with Blueface, the rapper?
No, what happened?
Okay, this is fucking like wild. I can show you.
You see, he got a football field in his backyard. You see
No.
that? So he's got his backyard and it looks like a football field.
I'm telling you right now, he's gonna lose all of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
dope,
straight up.
Dope.
So him and his boys. I forget where this. I had the story and now it's gone.
Sweet. That's good.
What the fuck? I literally had this. I had all my fucking tabs open. 1 second. I'm gonna pull it up because I want to get the facts right.
When did this happen, on the weekend or?
This happened like last week.
Okay.
So September 13th.
What, they beat the fuck out of somebody?
So this guy was trying to get into a bar. It's in San Fernando Valley.
Blueface or somebody else?
Blueface.
Okay, yeah.
And it's like late night thing. These guys are just trying to get into this bar, and it's not like some happening bar. It's just like a little local bar or something like that, right? And so Blueface is with his crew. It's like him and like 4 dudes and like a bunch of random girls, right? And they walk up to the door, but he's just a bouncer. He's not even a big guy. He's like my size, like smaller guy, right? For those who don't know, I'm 6'2", but walks up to this bouncer, and the bouncer's getting IDs from all of his crew, and then comes to Blueface, and then he's like, "Yo, I need your ID," and he's like, "I don't have it. Like, just look me up, Google me, I'm Blueface." And Buddy's like, "Dude, that's not how it works. Like I need your ID."
Yeah.
And so Blueface and his goons just start beating the shit out of this guy, and not just like.
Well, he deserves it, clearly.
Not just like hitting him, but they threw him into the bar. We're kicking the shit out of him. He's on the ground laying there, and Blueface walks up and stomps him in the head like 2-3 times. His boys try and pull him off, and he runs back and stomps this dude in the head a couple other times. And it's all like directly on video.
That's pretty brutal.
Like this guy's going away.
I love how these guys are so tough when they're rolling with security, bitch
Dude,
ass.
but like this is what you're
You know
gonna
what I'm
scrap
saying?
about,
I don't. Did you see he fought some dude in celebrity boxing a while back?
Yeah.
Whatever. It's
a tough
whatever. But like those security ain't around. This guy doing that, pulling that shit, and Blueface is this big, bro. He is this big.
He's a twig.
You know what I'm saying?
But he has strong gust of wind and he's gone.
Yeah, these guys are so tough when security's around. It's pretty funny, bro.
But also like, even
And here's the
besides
thing.
point,
They just
like,
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Yeah.
They're getting recorded, and
there's cameras everywhere.
you're done. You're getting sued. You know, we all know how it ends. It's gonna get settled out of court. Buddy's gonna pay mad money, and they're gonna skate with no record.
And
Guaranteed.
But the thing is, like, this is on TMZ, and I'm pretty sure if I read this correctly, the guy doesn't care about him, and he wants assault charges laid.
Cool. Well, that's
which
cool.
is fucking dope.
They all say that though.
I know.
Until they're like, "Yo, here's a
Here's
couple
10
$100
mil
grand
or whatever it is.
No, it won't be that much.
This is like blowing
This guy will
up, though,
get
dude.
bought and sold. Like you said, it was like a little hole in the wall. This guy
I guess so.
bought and sold like nothing, son.
You want 10K? Shut the fuck up.
yeah.
Straight up.
Be like, here's 7,500. It's like done.
But like, how are you gonna risk? Like, Blueface is obviously like well known. He's like coming up. Like, how are you gonna risk everything over some dude not knowing who you are? Like,
Dude, I'm not really a fan of his music.
neither am I. I think it's terrible.
I always listen to his projects when they drop, but not really.
I don't have one
Not really
track
for
I
me.
like from him. But it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's stupid. Well, I guess he'll feel it in the pocketbook. Guaranteed, nothing will, like no charges will come.
I fucking hope so.
That sucks though.
Yeah.
Shitty for the bouncer.
Is what it
Guarantee you, next time he sees Blueface, he ain't gonna ask for his ID.
No shit.
You know what I'm
right?
saying?
But he's gonna be traumatized. I don't have my ID. Just go in. Whoever it is.
That's fucking dope.
We touched on it. You want to get into the fights over the weekend?
Yeah, sure.
So there was a bunch of really good fights over the weekend. You want to do your boy Usyk first?
Yeah, like my buddy bet on him to win.
Oh, did he actually?
Yeah, and I didn't think he could hurt Joshua. I thought Joshua would like keep him at the end of his jab. I thought Joshua was gonna fight him like he fought Ruiz in the second fight.
Yeah. Do we want to set this up for those who don't know?
Yeah, go ahead, set it up.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. No.
Because like a lot of people, like even I was trying to talk to some of my buddies, and like they had no idea this fight was even happening. So there's kind of like 3 big heavyweight boxers right now, it's Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, and Anthony Joshua. So Tyson Fury obviously beat the shit out of Deontay the last time, and Anthony Joshua won his belt back from Andy Ruiz. And so those two are scheduled to fight. Wilder was like, no, I want a rematch because there's a rematch clause. And so Tyson Fury and Deontay have to fight, and Joshua took this Usyk fight as an in-betweener before him and Fury had the rematch.
I think was this mandatory for Joshua? I think it was.
He had to do a fight, whether it was Fury or someone else.
So with Usyk coming up from cruiserweight too, I'm just like, I think Joshua could like. Another thing he didn't do, like he would like, I thought he would do like a lean on him, like use your weight advantage. Never
He's a way bigger guy.
Advantage.
Yep.
He let Usyk dictate everything, and like he couldn't keep his head off the center line for the first fucking 4 rounds, just getting tagged, bro.
And Usyk is a 18-0 champion. Like he's a legit boxer, and I didn't know a lot about him.
Other boxers' home country and done this before too, so this is like not new to him.
He's a monster.
To do that in front of 70,000, bro. Pretty fucking impressive, man. I
Really
thought Joshua
impressive.
did better in the middle round, started going to the body more. But Usyk, again, just in the end, man, those combos, the fucking head movement, like the way he was moving in that first round, I was like, God damn, like Joshua's in for it. This guy can keep up this pace.
Yep.
You know, and yeah, man, credit to Usyk, man.
So I have an opinion on this, and you know boxing a lot better than I do. My opinion of Joshua has always been that like he's not a very like skill-wise, he's a very fundamentally focused boxer, meaning that like he only does the fundamentals. He doesn't have a lot of pizzazz to him. And so I feel like if you go against a boxer like Tyson Fury, who has this weird head movement and jerkiness, he won't know what to do. Because if you come up against a guy who has the same level of fundamental skill as you, he doesn't have like an extra X factor. And I feel like coming against a guy like Usyk, who is really good with footwork and head movement, like he couldn't compete.
I think with him being so big and these guys like built like a Greek god, I think he only has to be good at the fundamentals. Like he's really good at what he does. Like this is the thing, he just doesn't pull the trigger. This is what I don't understand. Like
I guess my thoughts, sorry to interrupt you, is just I've never been impressed with anything Joshua does.
But he's not flashy like that.
That's what I mean. He's not flashy at all.
He has knockout power. Now, to offset some of the movement, you should have went to the body way earlier than you did. First 4 rounds didn't even touch him in the body. Yep. You could have like later rounds. You could have been leaning, tying. Why didn't you tie him up?
Yep.
Why didn't you lean on him, constantly putting weight on his legs, like
Tyson did to Deontay?
Exactly. You know, this is the shit I don't understand. Like, and it's like, with the Ruiz fight, he got tagged, and it's like, okay, I got caught with a good punch. With this fight, you got dominated 3 stretches.
Yep.
So, like, mentally, is this harder on him than the Ruiz? I think it would be, because, like, if he goes back to look at it, you're going to be like, damn.
This guy's better than me.
I really got whooped. And, like, he did the rematch clause. I think Usyk comes in even better. I think Joshua comes in better too, but like he fucked up he fucked up a lot of money by losing this fight, because if the next one doesn't go, you're done. You're just gone in the ethos of boxing. You're not a big money guy no more. So you know what I mean? So like, and I think he kind of fucked up the bag already. Like, even if he does win and he fights Fury, he's getting way less money.
Yep.
Like, this is leverage for Fury.
I think you hit like the 2 most important things. Like, being a boxer, like, we're really into MMA, and for those who don't really know boxing, like, being an undefeated fighter is everything. As an MMA fighter, you can have 5 losses, 6 losses, go on a good streak, win the title. Like, it's all good. Look at Jan Blachowicz. Jesus Christ. He was a journeyman, made a late run late in his career, and he's the champ. Like, you can do that.
Yeah, he was almost cut, bro.
Yeah. In boxing, that's not the case. And like you said, he almost lost the bag, letting the Ruiz beat him, and now this happens.
I know he just signed a big deal with his promotion. Like, he's fine. He's got, I would guess, at least 100 million.
Oh, easy.
So he's
but it's
fine.
just for his future,
but,
right?
Like, yeah. But I ain't feeling sorry for the guy. But yeah, you fucked it up in a big way, bro. So
I also think, sorry, as one other thing, because I completely agree with what you said. Like, the fact that he got straight up beat. It wasn't everybody gets caught. He got caught with Ruiz. Shit happens, like you said. When you have someone come into a ring and straight up outclass you, like how do you
in your hometown?
How do you move forward from that?
And like that's what I don't like either. Like, yo, he got like, I think it was like the 4th round when he almost got like KO'd, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like taps Usyk on the belly and is grinning after, like when they're walking back the corner. Like, I don't want to see that from you, bro.
Nope.
I don't care if you're a nice guy or whatever the fuck, but like it's the same with the first fight with Ruiz. He was just like had his arm around him, like, bro, you just lost the belt.
Yep.
And you're like, I don't know. I don't like to see that from no fighter. But I don't know. Like I said, I expect him to come back. I think they're going to do it in March or April. But I think Usyk wins again. Yeah, I think he does.
I think so too. Do you think, because obviously Anthony Joshua is arguably like the biggest British name in boxing. He's massive over there, huge. Do you think it's almost like a Conor McGregor type thing where now that he's got money, he's not taking it as seriously?
I don't think so. I haven't heard anything like that. But I don't follow him as hard. But I haven't heard anything that it's not like Ruiz where he came in super sloppy and ate his way to the, you know, like
I forgot about that.
Ruiz was just brutal.
Yeah.
Like that's not Joshua. Joshua trained. He looks fucking good. So no, I don't think it's that at all.
Because I follow it even less than you do. So
yeah, I haven't heard anything like that. Like I think he took it. From everything I heard, he took it pretty serious. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure, but I guarantee you he's gonna take the second one a lot more serious.
For sure, he has to.
You know what I mean? So,
but I think you're right. I think Usyk wins.
I think so, man. If I have to, if I were a betting man, I would probably say Usyk, bro.
So that sets up Usyk versus the winner of Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. How do you see that fight going?
I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be. I'm a little bit worried and thinking that maybe Tyson Fury is not gonna come in as sharp as their last fight. Like I'm hoping that he's not like, I got this guy easy. Don't worry about it. I got him. I'm hoping he's not coming in like that.
He's also been a little like wilding a little bit lately. Like he's
well,
back
we
to
all
drinking
know his
and
past.
shit.
He has a past of partying, and I'm not saying that he's partying, but like
no, I'm straight up telling you, I'm pretty sure he was.
So I
concerns
worry
about
about that for him. Like Deontay is super focused, talking mad shit, but like he's hella focused. Mm-hmm. Seeing all the videos, like, but you know this guy, and I don't see these same videos from Tyson Fury.
Yep.
That's my only concern with Tyson Fury. If he comes in, like mentally, he was so good on his game the last fight. I worry that it's not there this time. I could be totally wrong too, right? This is just me thinking, right?
Yep.
You know.
So
that's the only thing I worry about.
So do you think Deontay wins?
Fuck, man. Like Deontay has that power, right? You know.
Yep. It's a great equalizer.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna say Wilder wins it.
Yeah, you're a wild boy, bro. I think in the same way that we can put 20 on it if you want.
Yeah, let's do it. Like I was initially saying Fury's gonna win it for sure, but whatever. I'll go against the grain and say Wilder for sure.
I think in the same way that
and that just sets up another fight, bro.
Yeah, it does.
Right.
I think in the same way that like Usyk straight up
does it? Wait, this is our third.
This is the rubber match.
Yeah, so no more after this.
But I think in the same way that Usyk just is going to, he outclassed Anthony Joshua. I think Tyson Fury straight up outclassed Deontay Wilder. Like he disrespected him, like marching forward the entire time, tagging him up. Like Deontay looked lost in their last fight, and I think Tyson Fury now knows the game plan. He knows how to beat him.
And all the excuses that we got. That's what I didn't like. That okay,
my
I don't
mask
mind
is heavy, losing, bro. My outfit's heavy. Shut up, dude.
And it was like all these different excuses. That's what I don't like.
Yep.
Yo, you take the loss like a man, bro.
Exactly.
It's all good if you lose. Like, you know what I mean? No disgrace. But like for you to keep making all these different, that's what I hated. I'm just like, yo, this is the guy coming back to fight. But yeah, we'll put 20. I say Wilder KO.
I think Tyson Fury, even coked up out of his mind the night before, Jon Jones style, whoops his ass. Speaking of Jon Jones, he had a good weekend, didn't he?
The GOAT. The GOAT.
You want to break it down?
Yeah, okay. So last Friday, after attending the UFC Hall of Fame ceremony.
For him.
Yeah, for him and Gustafsson match in 2013. Mm-hmm. Also Pierre GSP was there. There was a few other people.
Yo, I'm not a fan of his new hairdo.
Oh, yeah. Super weak.
I love you, GSP, but you can't. I'm just not a fan,
buddy. Bad, bro. So, it comes out initially, okay?
Yeah.
Sorry, where is it here?
It's all good.
He was arrested, being charged with battery, domestic violence, and injuring and tampering a vehicle. Didn't really know what that was, right?
Yeah.
It was kind of like left in the dark. You didn't find out for a couple days. We all know his history of hit and runs, DUIs,
Pregnant women,
steroids. Like,
yeah,
it's a pretty good list, right?
But it's arguably the best list.
Not too shabby. It's
like GOAT for in the ring antics and out of the ring antics.
Yeah, real talk.
Up.
Like, he's definitely up there. So, it comes out. Oh, so they asked Dana White the next day about it, and this is what he had to say.
It's hard to bring this guy to Las Vegas for any reason. The city is not good for Jon Jones. And here we are again.
What was your reaction when you first got the news that there had been another incident?
It's like it's not even shocking anymore. It's when we bring him here, it's almost expected. You know?
That's so
sad.
Can't even get him in Las Vegas for less than 12 hours to induct him into the Hall of Fame. It's a problem.
That's so fucked that he's saying that.
You know, this guy's got a lot of demons, man. A lot of demons.
So, totally true, right? Then we found out yesterday the Las Vegas police released the fucking details, and they're bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no way to sugarcoat it. We talked just briefly about his past. You would think somebody like this would be on their best behavior. This guy's obviously, I'm no doctor, but he either has a really bad drug problem or he's really severely mentally ill, because no sane person keeps doing this to themselves and to other people.
Yeah, there's something wrong there for sure.
100%. So the Las Vegas police comes out and go on to say he was apprehended on the Las Vegas Strip just before 6 a.m. Friday. When he was taken into custody, Jones became irate, smashed his head onto the front hood of the police vehicle, causing a medium-sized dent. Chip paint. Like, come on,
medium-sized
bro.
dent.
Right?
What defines a medium-sized dent?
That led to a felony charge. Now, here's the thing. In an interview with the Caesars Palace Resort, I guess where they were staying,
Yep.
they wouldn't say, but they just kept calling her a woman. We know now that it was his fiance.
Yep.
They stopped her and asked her if she was okay, and she said that Jones was a little physical with her, didn't hit her, just pulled her hair and whatnot. Cops observed blood on her clothing. Her lip was like bloodied, and had like it was maybe a fat lip or whatever they say. So they went and searched the room, blood on the bed sheets.
What a piece of work, man.
I know, right? So
Straight up.
apparently, he grabbed the back of her hair, preventing her from leaving the hotel room.
Yeah, keep going. I gotta fix something on the camera.
Also, she didn't agree to a voluntary to do a statement. Obviously, didn't want to get him in trouble or whatever. Then ended up breaking down in tears after a while, after being questioned about it.
That's some ride or die shit.
Afraid to go back to the room, and she was taken to the security office. And according to the cops, too, prior to being read his rights, this is why I say, like, there's something wrong here. Okay, so they read him his rights, they're putting the cuffs on him, and he's just like, he starts crying, right, saying he's going through an emotional roller coaster, right? Denies he ever touched her, blah, blah, blah. And then, after the interview, he's like joking to the cops and is like saying he would like to fight all the cops.
Jesus.
Like, I want to take on all of you and see what you guys can do. And then he was like fainting, like he was going to escape. And then the cops are like, yo, bro, you keep doing that, we're going to fucking tase you. And he's like, okay, I'm sorry. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Yeah, there's definitely something going on.
And like, here's the thing, too. You're never getting the benefit of the doubt for the rest of your life because you've done so much, I don't want to say bad, but you've done a lot of foul shit.
You have a history.
Yeah. So you're never getting the benefit of the doubt. And I was thinking maybe it wasn't that bad when you first heard of the tampering and like you didn't know the details. And I'm like, Like, when are you gonna fucking grow up, bro?
I don't know how his fiance still sticks with him through all this shit.
Yeah, that's a whole different situation.
You know what I mean? Like, imagine, so, like, for those who don't know, like, he like hit and ran a lady who was pregnant with his car. He's, like, been busted for cocaine, doing a bunch of other stuff, too. Like, finally, it's been a while since anything's happened. He's on his Jesus kick. And
is he, though?
But this is what I'm saying, right? So as his fiance, you're like, hey, you're doing good. You're on your Jesus kick. Nothing's happened in a few years. We're going to go down to Vegas, Hall of Fame, and then getting the call, yo.
And, like, here, I'm not accusing anyone, but 6 a.m. on the Vegas Strip, probably a little bit of snow involved.
Oh, for sure. It's Jon Jones, bro.
Like, come on, man. So.
No, for sure. And it's just sad because of the kids and everything that's going on. And honestly, the sad part is, and, like, Dana has a history of not giving a shit. I mean, like, Tony beat his wife or something like that, right? Actually, I don't think that's true. I think those allegations were.
Well, I know he
false.
cut other guys for domestic violence, right? I know Dana.
See, but this
I
is the
read
thing
an
is-
article earlier today. I can't remember the guy's name.
So, okay, I'm gonna retract that Tony thing because I think I might be confusing him with someone else.
Don't be fucking throwing.
No,
people's name in,
yeah,
bro.
I
No,
don't.
just
That's what
kidding.
I'm saying. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. I don't want to speak out of turn.
I
but
know-
Dana has a history of. I'm saying
I
the
know he
opposite.
cut other people for domestic violence.
I'm saying that he doesn't give a shit.
He'll never cut Jon Jones.
No.
And the thing about this is, just before this got released last Friday, a couple days before, Jon Jones was like, I'm back second half of 2022. Well, those plans are put on hold, bro.
See, I don't know if they are, man. I think Dana's so money hungry. He doesn't give a
Well,
shit.
we got to see what happens in court. It's not up to Dana right now.
Oh, I guess the court
it's
thing.
the
yeah.
court system that's got to figure out what Jon Jones is going to be up to. You know,
Yeah,
and like
sure.
he sent pictures of him back in the gym. It's like, bro, nobody gives a fuck.
Because, like, and it's so
You're a laughing stock, bro.
the funniest moment of this is also, I think, the part that's gonna screw him over. Him headbutting a police car is a felony, causing
I want to
damage.
see the picture of that hood.
So do I.
Real talk. That's
Just
got to
his
get leaked.
face imprinted, bro.
Las Vegas police leaked that shit.
But, like, causing damage to a police car or any federal property is a felony. And so,
And you're black.
yeah, in previous cases, whether it was the other girl or domestic stuff, it was on the other person to lay charges and continue, right? Where this is, like,
State will charge you.
exactly,
Yeah.
and they're gonna pursue the fuck out of it.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be. She could not charge. He still gets
Exactly.
charged. And then you go on priors. He's got priors. So this is where the sentencing part comes into play. You're
So-
getting a tougher sentence for sure.
I think so. This is my thing: is at this point, I think he may really be screwed. If he somehow manages to skate by, I think Dana's just like whatever, and puts him on. But he's obviously going to use this as leverage to pay him even less or blackball him or whatever it is. But if Jon Jones actually gets charged, this might be the last. Like, his last fight might be the last time we see him. Straight up.
It's crazy. This guy
He's
was
gonna be fighting out
so
of
good,
Khabib's
bro.
new league in Russia, bro.
So good, man. And like, you know,
But the
he's
youngest champion ever. Like, you had the whole world by the balls.
I can't even. I
at
don't
22
even feel bad.
years old.
Like, I don't even feel bad. Like, if that's how you're gonna go out, well, cool, bro. You know, you had a couple good fights, man. Like, I seen that. What did they have on the internet? 11 title defenses and 6 arrests. Fuck yeah, bro. I love that stat. Like, if I, yeah,
Oh,
like,
dude.
yeah, bro. You're a clown, dog. No,
Yeah.
there's no way other to say it, and I don't even feel bad for you, man. Like, whatever happens to you from here on out, you deserve it.
Yeah, I agree. Talking about more positive stuff, the actual fights that happened this weekend. UFC 266, crazy good card, man.
Not bad. I didn't watch the prelims yet.
Dude,
There was too much shit to
yo,
watch.
okay,
That night.
the prelims were gangster.
I still have them. I just haven't
Okay,
watched it yet.
I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but watch the Marlon Moraes fight,
Yeah, well,
dude. I'm talking like the main event was sick, like one of the best fights so far of the year. And that fight was almost better than the main
I
event.
seen he got 120 grand.
Yeah, dude.
I just saw the payouts today.
It was nuts. Like, super good fight. Obviously, main card, if you hadn't seen the prelims, Jessica Andrade beat the shit out of Calvillo.
yeah.
Who was kind of touted as being like the next one to come up, and Andrade
Put that to rest.
put the work in. Yeah, pretty quick, bro. Then,
Raj, he's pretty tough. He is a very tough dude.
next fight after that was Curtis Blades, Rosenstruck.
Oh, that eye, son.
Yeah,
Caught him with that knee.
this was the only fight that was boring. But
But you knew that wrestling, man. That
Curtis
guy just
Blades
puts
a
work
monster,
in
man.
like that, right?
He's a
He does,
monster.
yeah.
Like, and this is the thing, is like we thought that Curtis Blades was going to do this to Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis obviously clipped him coming in. But Rosenstruck is no Derek Lewis. But like you're saying, that knee was
If that happened earlier in the fight, well, big game changer, dog.
Brutal, bro.
You know, you're just
brutal knee.
You're just jabbing from that side. You can't see nothing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was just too late. And yeah, his ground game, you know, makes up for his stand up.
He's arguably the best wrestler in the heavyweight division. He's really, really solid. But it was a bit of a boring fight.
I just don't see him. Like, he's just gonna. I always see him as like a tier under.
Yep.
You know, I think he's just. I don't want to just knock the guy, but I just see him as a guy who's just one of those guys that was really good, just a tier under.
We talked about it last week. Like, I think Rosenstruck and Blades are the two gatekeepers of the heavyweight division. Like, those are the guys.
Rosenstruck is kind of like. I don't know what was he ranked. I don't remember.
He was 6 and Blades was 4.
So you would think Rosenstruck's going down, Blades stays the same, probably.
But like, those are the two guys where like, okay, if you want to fight the top guys, you got to beat one of these two, if not both of them.
Yeah.
Next fight after this was arguably the actual main event of the card: Nick Diaz versus Robbie Lawler. There's a lot to break down in this, man. Like, a lot.
Bro, should be fucking ashamed.
Okay, I'm glad that you're on the same boat.
Like, he should be ashamed of himself. Real talk.
So I've heard a lot of people making excuses for Nick Diaz. And my kind of counter argument to that is, if any other person in the world, any other fighter, sat down and quit the same way he did, they would have been laid alive.
Duran, when he screamed "No Moss," it was Sugar Ray Leonard didn't want the beating no more and quit, physically quit. That's what this reminded me of.
Yep. And
this
everyone
screaming, "No
tore
Moss."
into him, and
You know
that's
what I
exactly what you should be doing. But Nick Diaz is getting a pass, and like, I get it, he's old, he's a legend, but like, you shouldn't be in the ring in the first place if that's your mentality.
Like, he set a crazy pace in the first round. I'll give it to him. I'm like, yo, this guy's coming out like this. Like, I'm thinking, if he keeps up this pace, Lawler's in trouble. But no way.
There was no way. He looked like a Lego brick. How out of shape he was.
Crazy. Lawler looked really good. Mm-hmm. Lawler, I think he got tagged a lot more because, like, I don't know if it was because he wants to put on a show or avenge the first loss, but I thought, like, the head move, he was staying in the pocket, but getting tagged a bit in the fight. And then he got a little bit better. He was rolling the punches, starting to tag Diaz, and then he had the right hook that knocks Diaz down, and then he just chooses to stay down and take no more. Like, Robbie Lawler's like, I'm not, like, get up.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, I'm good.
He starts holding his knee like he hurt his knee and is like
Like,
man,
I don't know, man. I thought that was super fucking embarrassing. And, like, what he said after makes no sense either. He's like, I'm glad I at least put on a show. I knew I had it coming from old Rob, and I had a lot of stress coming into the show. I have no excuses, but you just told us some. I had a lot of time off, and I knew I had it coming. I don't know how this fight got set up. The way this got set up was just a bum rap. No excuses. He was in great shape. Bro, you're just telling me a whole shit ton of excuses here.
If you're not ready to go 5 rounds, if you're not ready to make weight that you agreed to fight at, like, you shouldn't be in there. And like,
I think he's just like, yo, I have it so good. Why am I getting shit kicked like this?
Yep.
I think that flash in front of him, he's like, fuck this. I have enough money. That's what it seems to me. Like, what other reason why you just quit like that, bro?
So this is the thing is, online, Jake, you know who Jake Shields is?
Yeah.
He trains with Nick, and someone was asking about like why he quit and this, that, the other, and like Shields was kind of hinting at like that Nick didn't actually want to do the fight, that it was he took it because of pressure from outside management and stuff like this.
Nick always marches to the beat of his own drum.
Yeah, I don't know how much I believe it either.
Like, remember how Nick would never do press conferences? Mm-hmm. And you're gonna tell me that someone forced him in this? No way. Nick Diaz does what Nick Diaz wants.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't buy that just because, like, look at his past. Like, he does what the fuck he wants to do. He hasn't fought in all these years because he didn't want to fight.
But he laid down on the floor with Anderson Silva, fingering, come get me, bro. Come, like.
So I don't buy that. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but like, I don't know. I thought it was like pretty pathetic, to be honest. I was just like, fuck, bro. Like, and like, yeah, you were really good, right? But don't get it twisted. Most people will remember you from this, nothing else.
Yep. It was straight up disappointing.
Not that you're like a Gracie black belt and you were like a killer coming up. People will remember you for quitting, bro. Yeah. No moss.
Straight up.
No moss, fool.
I want to give Robbie Lawler his flowers too. I think him coming into Las Vegas, he's used to being like a crowd favorite and getting booed from the moment he walked out.
I like Robert's always one of my favorites.
Yeah, I love
for
Robbie.
Sure.
And so like him coming out and just being like, fuck all y'all, I'm gonna beat this guy's ass. Like, it was sick to watch.
And him too. Like, I don't know how many more fights he should be fighting, to be honest. if Diaz is tagging you like that, some of these other guys are really gonna probably tag you. And
mean,
I just like maybe this has to be one of his last.
I hope so.
You know, like this is. I hate to say it, but like, you know, it's time to wind it down.
I agree.
Man.
He's lost his last couple fights.
Like, you look good. Don't get me wrong. The dedication is there. You don't come in looking like that at 39. Like he put in the work. For sure, right? But I like I said, he's always one of my favorites. I just don't want to see Buddy get hurt.
Nope. And everybody's time comes. Like he had a really long run at the top, and he's only lost to the best
two separate
guys.
careers almost.
Yep, he did.
He left for like 7 years, came back, was still good, bro. To UFC. So yeah, crazy, man.
I think go out gracefully. I think you could probably milk this, like you said, for 1 or 2 more fights. I'm trying to think who he could fight. That's kind of like a
Cowboy.
That'd be sick. That'd be dope.
That's the only one I could think of. Two like pretty popular dudes, both at the end, near the end.
A little clear out.
Let's do it.
They make a good payday each.
Let's do it.
Walk out $500,000.
Won't be 500. I guarantee you. 200 each. Guarantee you.
I thought Nick made like 500. Robbie made.
No. I wish I had it here.
Am I off?
Volk made 700. Shevchenko made 800. They were the 2 high payers. That was it. Everybody else was like super low, bro.
Huh. I swear I thought I saw that.
I'll pull it up here. Keep talking.
That Nick made 500. But either way, like, go out.
Right here.
Go out.
Oh, yeah. Diaz 400.
Yeah, okay.
Ortega 300. Blades 200 with a 100 grand bonus. Robbie Lawler 350 with a 100 grand. Rosenstruit 70K. Marais 120. Dan Hooker 300 with a 150 win. So, yeah, 400K.
Yep. But that's what I mean. Go out, get a couple more paydays, walk out of there. Like, say you do this one more fight, you can have $1 million to end your career, tap out. It's a good way to go.
Yeah, no, for sure. He deserves it, whatever. But yeah, I think that Cowboy fight would probably be, what other play is there for him? Like I said, if you put him in there with like really good guys, he's gonna get pieced up, bro.
Yeah, we've seen it.
You know, and so, but yeah, I'm here for the Cowboy fight. I'll watch it.
Yeah, that's a sick fight
for sure.
After that, Shevchenko beat the shit out of her competition.
That spin, bro. That ballerina spin at the end. You know how she does. Mm-hmm. That was like pretty easy, bro.
It was.
What are we doing here?
I kind of felt, to be honest with you.
Who's gonna fight? Like this is like the same with Nunes.
There's no one.
Yeah, right. You're just gonna mow him down. No matter who it is.
Did you feel like she kind of like just dragged the fight on a little bit?
I heard this. Schultz was chiming in on this.
Dude, Schultz was being an idiot, bro. He doesn't even know who Shevchenko is, bro.
Yeah.
He's an idiot.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't think so. Like I don't think so. I think that's just how she wanted the fight to go, and like, it's like saying, I don't know. It's hard to turn it on and off like that. Mm-hmm. Like you're not just gonna be like, okay, you're not gonna play with your food like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so.
I think people don't realize, and like we've talked about this too. When
she eventually put it away pretty good.
Yeah, when you're at the highest level of mixed martial arts, like look at Anthony Joshua, like we just talked about with Ruiz. Like anybody can get clipped. Anybody, like you zig when you should have zagged. You have a right hook and it's out. Like you're done. So if you're Shevchenko with the legacy of I'm possibly the greatest of all time, apart from Amanda Nunes, why would you risk that and not take your time and be smart? Like why would you put your neck out there?
You just want to win. You're not gonna try and get in a fucking brawl and
exactly. Especially like what she made 800 and
here, right?
850 grand. Like
800 G's,
you're making almost $1 million a fight, probably with sponsors and everything. You're clearing $1 million a fight. Like why are you gonna risk that for what? Just to quote unquote entertain us a little bit more. She still knocks out every single woman who stands in front of her. Like,
yeah, that's why I'm saying I don't think it's like she just picked her apart and that was the time to end it when she ended it. You know
I agree.
What I mean? Yeah.
Main event. Dude, I haven't stood up on the couch and screamed like that in so long, bro.
First of all, Ortega, gamer.
Dude.
You're a fucking gamer, bro. Like, I really, like, I got to give him credit, man. Like,
yeah, it was
this boy just be taking ass whooping, son. Like, you know.
The thing is, like, he's done this over and over again. Where he's been getting the shit kicked out of him and comes back. Like, it's crazy to watch.
Yeah, big up to Ortega, though. Real talk. Like, yo, those submissions, bro. Like,
he's such a monster.
Volk's head was going purple, bro. I seen that shit. I'm like, damn, son. Like, yeah, man, super impressed. What, like, to lose like this, man? Fuck, that's got to be so dejecting. Like, I couldn't imagine what that guy's going through after. Like, you went through this after Holloway, and then, fuck, man, you got whooped. And then after those submissions, he just got whooped so much more.
Yeah. Dude, but like,
Volk was pulling away as the fight, and like the later rounds, he was pulling away even more, and it's just like
I thought Ortega won the 5th round on the cards.
it was like a 49-46, 50-45, and a 50-44.
He won the 5th round though.
So
He had 2 10-8s against him.
Yeah. So,
But for those who don't know, Brian T. City Ortega, his nickname is Triangle City, and he had a fully locked in triangle. And this Aussie motherfucker Volkanovski, with his face going purple, gets out of it. Gets out of a mounted guillotine. Like, for those who like don't train, like that is one of the worst positions you can be in. Like, it sucks. The guy's entire body weight is coming down across your neck. You can't breathe because he's has both his legs crossed underneath him, and he's just reefing on your face.
crazy.
And even Volkanovski in the press conference said, like, this is it. Like, I'm going out. I'm going to lose my belt. And he hung in there and got out of it.
Wiggle free, and then he managed to be on top. And then, yeah. And even Ortega's like, I thought it was done. He's like, that's what we trained for. I was trying to come for his head, but the little bastard is tough as hell. And like, real talk, yeah, you got to give it to Volk,
He's a
too.
monster,
like,
man.
That was so close, and I'm sure, like Ortega said, like, he thought he fucking had it a couple more seconds, you know? But, yeah, really good fight.
I want to see a rematch.
After those submissions, like I said, it was, like, pretty rough.
I want to see a rematch.
Really?
Yeah, I do. So this is the thing with Brian Ortega that, like, I do not understand. And I had someone in my head that I now can't think of, which was going to be a good example. Brian Ortega has all of the technical ground ability to beat anyone in that division. He is so fucking good
on the ground,
at jiu-jitsu.
sure. Yeah.
So he's directly trains under Henner Gracie, who is the son of Helio Gracie, and he trains at their own school, the Gracie Academy. He trains at. He is purebred jiu-jitsu at its absolute finest, and he never uses it. The only time he uses it is when he's on his ass and then he miraculously catches someone in something. Like, Henner Gracie the entire time is screaming, shoot a power double, shoot a blast double, and he just won't do it. Like, if you come out round one, because he could hang
He
with
likes to
Volk.
get pieced up, bro.
I don't get it. Like, you can hang stand-up wise. Like, you're good enough to last a couple rounds with Volk and Max Holloway. Obviously, when it went to the later rounds, it was tough. But, like, you can set up your shot and then shoot your fucking shot.
So we were saying before that he fought Chen Sung Jung, right? And his stand-up looked better.
Yep.
Now, is it because his stand-up was getting better, or Jung wasn't that good that night? Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, yeah, his jiu-jitsu is really good, but it seems to not matter.
But he never uses it. Because round one, the guy's dry. He's not sweaty. You're going to be able... If you get something round one, it's over. Especially being that good at jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, locked in, not sweaty and shit.
And, like, even though clearly he's not as good as Volk and Max Holloway stand-up-wise, he didn't look out of place being in there. Like, he was landing shots.
Moments.
Like, it's not like you're Ben Askren where the guy knows the only thing you're going to do is shoot. So, like, shoot and set up your shot and then shoot. I don't get why he doesn't do it.
But who does he
It's
fight
frustrating.
after this?
I think so. Either he has a rematch, or Max Holloway and Volk have a rematch, and then Ortega either fights that winner or he fights someone else in the meantime. I'm trying to think who else is in that division.
So Volk's won 10 in a row, and he's riding a 25 winning streak.
Yeah, as much as we're riding Ortega's nuts, we got to give Volk some real credit.
Oh fuck, bro, yeah. So he joins Anderson Silva, Khabib, Kamaru, and Royce Gracie as the only fighters to start their UFC careers with 10 straight victories.
That's crazy.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Now, let's go back to this Diaz thing for a quick second. Something I want to say. He was like saying before this, like, he wants to fight Kamaru. Bro, are you kidding me?
Yeah, not a chance.
Like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? And you come do this, bro?
Bro,
You're saying I should be fighting Kamaru, and you perform like this.
Like, dude, you don't even want to
outta
know what
here,
Kamaru
bro.
would do to Nate Diaz.
That's
like,
wild, bro. Like, come on, man. So
Not a
that's all I
chance.
wanted to say. Did you see Adesanya's reaction when Volk was getting in those submissions?
No.
They had it on the internet?
No.
He was just losing
For
it,
sure
bro.
he was.
I got it on my phone.
Fuck, I gotta watch that. Also, I'm just looking at the UFC rankings. Jon Jones just got knocked from the pound for pound.
Kamaru's number one. Yeah.
Yeah.
They did it like a couple days ago.
Volkanovski
probably-
moved up to 3.
As soon as like the report came out from the cops, they're like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. So, like, yeah, I guess Yair is ranked 3 in the featherweight division, so maybe Ortega fights Yair. I think Ortega beats the shit out of Yair, though. Like, I don't even think that's close.
Well, fuck, he's on a 6-month suspension right now, probably. Anyways, got pieced up.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna be fighting for a little while, probably, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like, those top 3, like Volkanovski, Max Holloway, Brian Ortega, that is a wild top 3. But like the rest of the pack, they've kind of separated themselves a little bit. Like Edson Barboza, he's kind of fallen off.
And this will be
Calvin Kattar fell off.
If it is Holloway Volk, this is like the 3rd one too, right? Like, so like, how many more?
See, in my opinion, though, like they're 1-1 though. I think
so too, man.
Yeah.
But what we say don't matter.
See, if Volkanovski like clearly straight up beats Max Holloway, like you can make an argument like he's right up there with the featherweight greats. Like to beat Max Holloway
he's
twice,
already in that territory.
That's what I'm saying, right?
You know
like
what I'm saying?
People, if I think if Volkanovski, because he doesn't get a lot of love in the same way that like Kamaru 2 years ago didn't get a lot of love. He's kind of in that same class. If he pieces up Max Holloway, like he's undeniable at that point.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Speaking of people's hairdo, I'm not feeling Max's hairdo either. We talking about GSP, right? Max, you can miss me with that too, bro.
Max is like one of my favorite fighters.
He's dope, man. He's super dope.
You can't.
Yeah, he's a really good guy.
Oh, there was some other fight news that I want to talk about. Someone pulled out of a fight, which I was really disappointed by. Oh, Aljamain Sterling pulled out of his fight with Jon.
That.
So
doesn't want to catch that fade.
No, apparently he had spinal surgery. Like he had his spine operated on, and that's why he can't.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
Okay, you keep talking.
Yeah. So like.
What was it? Like all of a sudden he needed like surgery, like or
no? So he had like spinal damage or spine surgery a while ago because there was like a bunch of nerves in between his vertebrae which were being crushed, or there was some damage or something like that, and the surgery, I guess, didn't work properly, or there's still nerves that are flaring up, and so he pulled out of his Petr Yan fight. And so Petr Yan's obviously talking mad shit, like you're pussying out, you're not trying to fight me,
Jan,
being a little bitch
at him. But I never heard what it was, so I was just like, is this guy just fucking like trying not to catch a fade here?
Yeah.
But oh wait, here's Aljamain talking about it right here. This is dope.
Were you really sick this week? What was the problem?
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that?
My back is broken.
What, a vertebrae or what portion?
Spinal.
So that's Aljamain Sterling talking about it. No, it was Mike Tyson back in the day. But yeah, no, I didn't know what it was, and I was wondering, I'm like, why the fuck all of a sudden this guy's pulling out for no reason? I didn't hear about no injury or shit, but so how long is he on the men for?
We don't know. But this sets up probably an interim belt fight.
I hate this shit, bro.
See, but so you got to think, okay, who deserves the interim shot? It's TJ, but he's injured, so your boy Corey is probably going to fight Petr, which is a sick fight. Dude.
I'll take Petr.
So
ride with my OG.
That's still a sick fight, man.
I'll take Petr.
Pumped to see that.
But this interim shit is like fucking weak, bro.
I agree. But this is the one time where, like, okay, the champ gets injured and he can't make the fight. This is the one time where I think it's okay.
Real talk, I think Aljamain just begged the doctor to get that surgery so he could hang on to the belt longer, and that way he wouldn't have to give it up so quick. I swear that's it. He still wants like one more tour with the belt because Petr's gonna whip that ass and get that belt right back.
Petr's a monster, dude. I want to bring up something that I thought it was one of my favorite parts of the night. So, for those who don't know, do you know who Melvin Vettori is?
Yeah, the fighter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Melvin Vettori is often compared to the inbred Goonies creature that lives downstairs. Have you seen those comparison?
No.
Okay, I gotta show you this for a second.
Side note, did you see Takashi? Someone threw a drink at Takashi at the UFC?
No.
Yeah, pretty dope. Called him a little bitch. I don't know who it was, but it was online. Fucking hucked his drink at him, called him a rat bitch or whatever. I was like, dope.
That's fucking funny.
That fan's tougher than Meek Mill, pussy. Seen Takashi, didn't even do anything.
Yeah.
I love how all these rappers talk so tough, bro. Like we were just talking like security. Oh, bro.
Like, dude, it's so accurate. It looks so right.
That's fucking wrong, bro. Yo, isn't he supposed to be fighting somebody?
Yeah, it's coming up. I forget who. But during the Paul fight, the commentary on UFC 266, Paul Felder is obviously commentating, and in the middle of the fight, Vittori tweets, I had to mute the commentary on the fights. Can't stand Felder, lol. Worst to ever do it.
Oh, dope.
So talking mad shit. The reason for this was because during his Israel Adesanya fight, Felder was like, bro, he's getting outclassed. He's doing a really bad job.
Oh, he's all bitter?
Yeah, so he's bitter.
Right.
And so Paul Felder responds, am I using too many big words? I'm sorry, Marvin.
Nice.
And people are lighting Marvin up on Twitter. It's so good. So Marvin's original tweet had like 1,000 likes, maybe 1,500. Paul Felder's has 14,000 likes.
Who else did I see go at it today? Tyron and...
Sick this week.
Sorry. Who was it? Tyron and who else were fucking chirping at each other? And real talk, Tyron's a bitch.
Dude, getting that tattoo, desperate, bro.
I don't even know if that... I don't even buy that's a real tattoo, first of all. I'm not buying that it's real.
No?
I think it's fake.
I don't think you can get a fake one, man.
This is an illusion
I think...
see every day.
Sorry.
He's already getting clowned so much. I think he's not dumb enough to get a fake one.
I don't know, man. You're a bitch, bro. Stop this. Like, you're done fighting, man. You've been done fucking 10 fights ago.
Yeah.
Like, you're talking so tough. You had the guy for 8 rounds. Didn't do shit.
Yep.
Shut your mouth, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, yeah, I seen that Jake Paul's like, oh, you need money because you bought a used Bentley. And, like, totally dogging him. As he should, though, right? You know what I'm saying? So, he says he's moving on. We'll see what happens. But, like, if they were to fight again... Fuck, my dumbass would watch for sure, but like, I'll fucking hate every minute of it right now.
Low-key, man, Jake Paul straight up could fight anybody. He could fight a line cook from Chicago, and I'd watch it. Like, he's so entertaining to watch, man.
Don't give Tyron the bag. Doesn't deserve it.
Nope. Do you want to talk NFL just to finish this off? Or do you got anything?
Yeah.
Did you see the Jalen Reagor interaction he had with a fan?
Yeah.
Dude.
Just going off. Like, I think, for me personally, for you to let a fan get you that route, you look so bad, bro.
Dude, this made my absolute week. I think this was the funniest shit.
I think he looks like straight weak and pathetic.
Okay, so I'm gonna read this out. So why this came up on my feed is just because I follow a lot of sports stuff. But this kid's from local near us. He's from North Van.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, and so this guy DMs Jalen Reagor before the game, and he goes, "If you get 13 plus fantasy points, I'll buy you a Big Mac."
Yeah.
4 hours later, Philly got whooped, and he DMs him again saying, "You suck, man. Wow." Jalen Reagor goes on to say, "N-word, fuck you. Drop your addy. Yeah, bitch, doing all that talking. Y'all fucking fans talk too damn much. I'll knock your soft ass out." But he responds back and goes, "Man, relax. You're not going to get a Big Mac talking like that."
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Jalen responds back again. "Yeah, now it's relax, bitch. I'll beat you the fuck up. Drop your addy, soft-ass N-word. I'll end all that bitch-ass talking quick." And he's like, "Man, aren't you 5'10"? You better relax or I'm telling Sirianni."
Real talk. And real talk, I would drop my addy and have all the cameras set up.
Dude.
And this guy would be paying out the ass, son. Real talk. I'll catch a fade, bro.
Relax or I'm telling Sirianni, bro. This guy's wildin'.
Yeah, Rager, you mad weak, bro.
So funny, man.
Try to do some of that on the football field. How about that, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Dude, so good.
I love it when fans can get under players' skin like that and rile them up. It makes the players look like fools.
It cracks me up, dude. Some other random ass news. Richard Sherman signed with the Bucks. I think it was today.
Yeah,
got
1 year,
confirmed.
$2.5 million.
What do you think of it?
Well, we talked about his off-season activities.
Mm-hmm.
This guy couldn't even break down a door, bro. Okay? You couldn't even break down the door. It's mad pathetic. No, I don't mind it, actually. Bucks are desperate. They look fucking weak, bro, back in the secondary. And if I'm not mistaken, his last year in San Fran, he was the highest graded cornerback.
Yep.
So
it adds another veteran presence. I think it's a really good move, man.
Highest, most interceptions since 2011.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they need it. It's like a win-win, I guess. He gets to go on a championship contender, and now I don't know what he looks like now. This was San Fran a couple of years back now, right? Like
2 years ago, 2
so
seasons,
a year and a half. I think he was injured. This last season he was injured,
Yep.
but whatever. They need it. It's that Delaney kid was fucking just getting torched repeatedly. So
the thing is, he doesn't need to be great. He just needs to be decent, solid, and he'll probably.
Well, here's the thing. I think he does need to be great because they're so hurting on that back end. He has to play like CB1, like the guy. So
Yeah, you think so?
oh fuck yeah! Like all the other guys can't do it. they're so hurt. All the backups suck. Like their backups, they're just gonna get torched. So if he can take like I know Seattle, they wouldn't throw to his side of the field for years. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's quite like that, but we'll see how he does. Yeah, it's definitely an upgrade because they're fucking hurting. They got lit up by the Rams. Stafford threw for almost 350. Mm-hmm. Deshaun Jackson running wild. He ran by all these fools. You know what I mean? Three catches for $120.
This is where Deshaun can be good. Is when
if he can stay healthy,
and he doesn't have to be number one option.
Oh, you're not. You're not even. They got Van Jefferson, Tutu Atwell. Like you're
Cooper Kupp, Jordan Woods.
This is your job to run. You're the deep
field.
Threat. And he does it. He's the best deep threat in the game. Still showed he can do it. I think he's 34 now.
Yeah.
Still got the wheels, bro.
Big time.
So, yeah, and this is why I picked the Rams when we talked about it last week.
Yep.
Stafford, I knew was going to cook him. Kupp, there's not even good corners that can guard
Cooper
Kupp.
Kupp's a
much
monster,
less Tampa
dude.
Bay secondary.
Monster.
You know what I mean? And like that Rams fucking offense, explosive.
My
son.
Super Bowl picks looking good, bro.
So, oh yeah, real talk. Like they got to be the number one ranked team in the league right now. For
if
sure,
they're not, they
3.
fucking should be.
Oh yeah, they're guaranteed they are.
The biggest thing with the Rams is if they can stay healthy because they're so top heavy. They have zero depth.
Yeah, they have. If they're
zero.
They're in trouble if they get injuries.
But if they make it to the playoffs healthy, I think they're winning Super Bowl, man.
Oh fuck, they look great. We got McVay over there.
He looks so
Just
pumped,
super amped,
He's
bro.
so pumped to have Stafford there.
And like
He's
you
so
see
happy.
all the celebs at that game too, bro. Like Dr. Dre, this guy don't come out of his house for nothing.
Nope.
And he's at the game. LeBron, Carmelo, like mad people. Sudeikis, like Larry David, like the who's who. Everyone was there.
The Rams and secondarily the Chargers both being good is so good for the LA football scene because there hasn't been LA football or anything to be excited about like forever.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, if you're a Raiders fan, you're pissed right now. You fucking put up with a lot of losing, and then these guys are 3-0 in Vegas with the fans there, and it's just like, fuck. You know, I kind of feel for it.
But also, that stadium looks lit.
Yeah, I think SoFi is my favorite, but that's
I'm talking about like the Las Vegas stadium.
Yeah, no, that's right up there for me. The Allegiant, that's probably, it's up there.
It looks so sick from the
What
outside.
do they call it? Death Star, bro, or something like that?
It's nuts.
So Stafford on the season, 129 passer rating, 9 touchdowns, 1 pick. Kupp. So week 1, 108 yards versus the Bucks. Week 2, 163 yards for the Colts, and then just under 100 against the Bucks, 2 touchdowns.
Monster.
So, yeah, and like Stafford. Like I was watching that Justin Herbert, he very much reminds me of Stafford, the way he can throw the ball. Like, these guys throw fucking lasers, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like for Stafford's arm to be this good still, like after all these years, man, like that guy throws fucking frozen ropes, man. It's pretty impressive, bro.
Sick to watch.
So yeah, and like Bucks are gonna be fine. These are their next quarterbacks that they have to face: Mac Jones, Jacoby Brissett, Jalen Hurts, Andy Dalton or Justin Fields. We both know both are bad. Jameis, a bye week. Tyler Heineke or Fitzmagic. Daniel Jones, Carson Wentz, and Matt Ryan. So they got it pretty easy.
Bro, they could go. They could win every single one of those games.
Oh, for sure, bro.
Easily.
Yeah. So
Jesus.
they got it pretty good. Like this, but is that going to be the curse? Like you going into the playoffs, feeling good about yourself, not really facing tough competition. Like Washington's D's nothing what it was last year.
Nope.
They're last in almost all these metrics. No one thought that. Mac Jones, they have the training wheels on him. They let him off this past weekend through 3 picks.
Yep.
So the training wheels are going right back on. You know what I'm saying? But like, that's fine. You got to set your guy up for success. And if you have to have the training wheels on for your guy, I guess I'd rather my guy be out there with training wheels than sitting on the bench.
Same. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And Belichick, whatever, call him conservative or whatever, if they get dubs, and they're not right now, but if they do, like what else? What's their alternative? Problem with them is they have no wide receivers. Nope. Bro. Their receivers don't scare nobody.
And also they're 2 tight ends, and I'm guilty of this. I thought it was going to be a sick tight end combo.
I think, are they hurt too or what?
I don't know, but they haven't produced at all.
I think they might. I think there's some injury shit there though. But Hunter Henry always had an injury history. Yep. So, yeah, we'll see, right?
Just not playing at the level I thought the Patriots were going, which is super disappointing.
They got time though. Let's not.
It's still a rookie quarterback.
I mean? Like
Bill Belichick has never been good in September.
Let's wait till like after week 5 before like maybe the panic button.
I think
you know what I mean.
It's funny you say week 5 because for me, like, people overreact big time.
They have to.
At week 3. At week 5 is when you really know if a team's good or not.
Football is the easiest sport to overreact because you have to wait for a week for the next game. Basketball, hockey, you're playing right away.
Yep.
Shit's forgotten, over and done with, on to the next one. Football, we have nothing but to talk about how good or bad a team was for an entire week.
Straight up.
So it's like the most overreact sports. That doesn't even make sense, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Also, Chargers-Chiefs game was sick.
Sick game.
Not sick for the Chiefs. 3 consecutive turnovers to start the game on 3 consecutive drives. That's not how you want to do it. 4 total in the game. You're not going to win many games with 4 turnovers. Justin Herbert, I can't speak more highly of this guy. Like, that last play for the touchdown was actually a run play. He checked out of it. To be that young, to do
year 2,
to do this, and like to break all the records with the worst offensive line last year.
It's so
and
impressive.
then they shore up the line. What do you think this kid's gonna do this year, bro? And like, he's right up there with Mahomes for me. He's just not flashy like that, but fuck, this boy will throw for 300 yards. He will not turn it over, and his arm is like one of the best in the league.
I think I completely agree.
And
think
he's got the smarts, bro.
that's the thing is I think because he's already starting to audible out of plays and be able to read defenses.
Bro, you checked down out of that run play, bro.
Yeah.
Just because the play, it was the exact same play they ran previous. He knew he had Williams. He loved the matchup. And, like, you want to talk about bad secondaries. KC is fucking brutal.
Brutal.
Why wouldn't you go? And for him to have the guts to check out of that and just to throw that frozen rope, bro, like, I thought it was over his head. I'm like, oh, this is way too high. Snatches it. And I'm just like, man, like,
I think,
like I said, super impressed, man. Like, fuck.
I think like he's already this impressive. You give him another year or two, and just being able to see every defensive scheme, really, really be able to understand what defenses are giving him. Like you look at Patrick Mahomes, and he's talked about it too. He's like, I didn't start learning how to read defenses till my 2nd or 3rd year.
Yeah.
Like Justin Herbert is still going to get way better than he already is. Like he's going to be a monster for a long time. Man.
And Mahomes is like throwing some bad picks now, like. And for everything we celebrated this guy for, like he's making these crazy throws. The no look got him picked this week.
Yeah,
you know, you didn't have to. And the thing is, you didn't have to no look.
It was wide open.
Didn't have to. So, as much as we celebrated for this shit, is this shit starting to catch up to him?
So this is the thing.
Are you trying to play? I don't want to say hero ball, and like this is another classic example of overreacting. Mm-hmm. It's only week 3, like. Here's the thing: the Chiefs still scare every other team in the NFL.
Yep.
Even with this bad of a defense.
And this is the thing: is that I think it's really similar to how the Warriors played when they had KD, where it's like we're so good that we can fuck around and we don't have to take shit serious. But I think losing twice early in the season like this is good for KC. Because all last year, everyone was like, let Patrick Mahomes like play free, let him do whatever he wants. That's when he's at his best.
Yes, the Russell Wilson fucking theory. Hey, Russell bail us out.
Yeah.
We don't have to be that good. Russell bail us out.
But not even that. I think like saying, okay, let Patrick just improvise, let him be on the run, let him be doing these crazy throws. Losing 2 games because of that flashy behavior is going to make him realize, hey, I can't play like that all the time. And it's actually, I think, going to make the Chiefs better than they already are.
They have real issues on D, though.
Dude, it's really bad.
Chargers, too. In the last 3 weeks, I've had 3 touchdowns taken away because of penalties.
Their penalties.
That has to be.
Buddy, their offensive line pre-snap is so brutal for penalties.
Yeah,
it's
illegal shifts. It's
absolutely
pretty crazy.
fucked. Like, I've never seen a team be that bad.
And their game-tying field goal, that was the first time in 13 red zone trips the Chiefs had not allowed a touchdown. Like, if you can get in the red zone on the Chiefs, shit's wide open, son.
Yep.
So, you also had, too, okay, speaking of penalties, we had the 4th and 4. Mm-hmm. Chargers get a penalty, still go for it. Like, that's how much they don't respect your D.
But 4th and 9. Game
And
on
like,
the line.
Let's do this.
Let's go.
Don't give a fuck. So, you know, that's super telling. And, you know, you couldn't be troubled watching that game, being so close. You're like, fuck, are the Chargers going to blow it? Like, they've lost 17 one-score games since 2019. Mm-hmm. So you're like, are they going to... But this, you know, this is like a huge franchise-altering win. It could be.
Big time.
It could be like, this is the game where Herbert plants his flag, and like from here forward, like everyone's going to remember this as the starting point to greatness, maybe.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Not that we all know he's going to be great, but this might be the coming out party.
1,000%. And I think, just to tie this back, the fact that the Chargers, who are historically shit, beat the Chiefs on the road, and then
in KC, huge, bro.
And then LA Rams had a monster win at basically their home opener against the ex-Super Bowl, like reigning champs, arguably the best team in the league. Having those two teams win like that, I think is going to make the football scene in LA just explode.
Oh, I would love to go to SoFi for a game.
Bro, having the Rams win at SoFi against Tom Brady and then having the other LA team beat the Chiefs on the fucking road at the same
good
weekend,
for LA.
like that's
Yeah.
so rowdy.
So Chiefs last place for the first time since week 11, 2015.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy to
2
look at
years
that
before
division.
Mahomes got drafted, bro.
It's crazy to look at that division right now.
And we talked earlier, they've had 6 turnovers in 3 games. So to put it in perspective, they had their 6th last year in week 9. And they've allowed 95 points, tied for the most with Detroit. So there's a lot of issues here. It's not just one thing. You know what I mean? It's not, and it's like, you can't just, Mahomes will bail us. You can't, that's not sustained. You know what I mean? Bosa had a huge game. And if you think the Chiefs aren't fucking worried, they just signed Josh Gordon. This guy can't stay sober for a weekend.
My boy.
Okay? So you don't think they're worried, bro? You're signing Josh Gordon, son? His last good year was 2013, bro.
Yeah, it's tough.
For those we don't know, we're 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So wow, bro. Like, I don't want to say panic, but they should be concerned.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too early to say panic, but they're concerned for sure.
I have a question because we're speaking about this division. Do you think the Broncos or the Raiders are legit? Do you think
Raiders way more than Broncos? Broncos, bro. The Giants, the Jets, and Jacksonville.
Yep.
Fuck out of here. The Raiders beat Baltimore overtime. Miami overtime. Who was the other game?
Minnesota, wasn't it?
No. Fuck, I can't remember. The strength is way better, though, than Broncos. Raiders, I think, are a way better team than Denver.
I agree.
It's going to get tougher for Denver now. But like, Broncos they've had it the easiest, bro. Let's be real, son. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like this week, who do they play this week? Do you know? Okay. So they're playing Baltimore this week. Let's see how good they do.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, but whatever. You can only play who's on your schedule. I always say that. I can't fault them for playing shit teams. They did what they're supposed to do and they won. Yep. Right. So can't hate them for that. But like, I would think the Raiders, what they're doing is much more impressive.
It'll be interesting to see when the Raiders play some of the shit teams because they're playing the NFC East this year, I believe. When they come up against the Giants, when they come up against the Eagles, Washington.
We'll be getting to the Giants a little later.
Yeah, okay. I don't even want to talk about it.
No, we have to. I told you, it's therapy, son. All right?
Bro, you got something to be happy
Sit
about.
on the couch.
Holy shit.
I'm the therapist. We'll get through this together.
Dude, I saw this game, and I'm like, Atlanta, here we go. We got a win coming up, boys. We're going to turn this around this week. I'm excited. Oh, dude.
Okay, let's get on that right now.
Just get it over with.
All right, so Falcons, 4th quarter. They put together a 15-play, 72-yard drive. Should have ended with a pick by Adoree Jackson, but he drops it, right?
Yep.
So, get to do this again. Matt Ryan takes advantage of a pass interference call on Logan Ryan. Passes for the game-tying touchdown for just over 4 minutes left, right? Giants had a 7-point lead early in the 4th. End up giving up the final 10 in the last 14. Or last 4-13, sorry. We'll talk about the bright side of the day.
Talking about Eli Manning's retirement?
Yeah. Big day. Let's not be this is dope, I thought.
You know
Real talk.
You know what this reminds me of? You know when Paul Pierce had his jersey retired and then LeBron steamrolled the Celtics that same night?
Yeah.
That's what this was, dude. It's the exact same thing.
So the owner got booed during the ceremony.
Yep.
Rightfully so. New York, you know how New York, they're almost like Philly fans that way. They'll let you know, right? You know what I'm saying? But shout out for Manning. You know, we'll take a hard right. This is where it goes a little bad here.
Okay, I also, before we jump off the Manning, I thought him and Peyton's cast this weekend was so good all the way around.
Bro, the double bird?
Dude, so funny.
He had to apologize?
I love these.
He's like, ESPN, they can bleep this, they can blur this out. And they're clearly not blurring it out, bro. And then he comes back from commercial. I apologize for, I'm sure FCC, whatever, sure. Just fucking losing it.
Like we talked about, we think these two are going to be funny. Dude,
and here's the thing.
Hilarious.
Eli is the star.
Yeah, dude.
We all thought Peyton was going to be the
so
star.
good.
It's Eli.
It's so
when Peyton
good.
raised his arm for a touchdown and he had the mad pit stains, Eli just fucking calls him out on it. Bro.
It's so good,
as a brother
bro.
should, right?
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, here's the thing: we all thought Peyton is like Peyton, obviously.
Yeah.
But watching these casts, Eli's the fucking star, bro.
Dude, they're gonna make bank, especially.
Already are. It's Peyton's production company that's doing it.
I know that's what I'm saying. The
they're
fact
smart.
that they're independent, like, dude, they're gonna make
They're off now for like till
bank,
week
bro.
7. This is it for till week 7.
Okay.
But
next year they're gonna do the full clip. It's gonna be a
no,
produced
it's
show.
10 every year for 3 years.
Oh, is that what they signed on
Yeah,
to?
yeah.
Okay,
So-
after those 3 years are up, they're gonna get the bag, bro.
Well, ESPN gambled and they definitely won on this one.
For
right?
sure they
You know
did,
what I mean?
dude. Sorry, where were you going though with my bright spot on the Giants?
So
There's tons of good to be happy
You know
about.
how they say for like drug addicts, you got to hit rock bottom, bro.
Yeah.
Right. You might be getting there. You're pretty close.
See, dude, this is
Let
standard
me help
procedure.
you. Let me help
This
you
is
reach.
standard procedure.
Let me help you reach.
We've
rock
been
bottom.
here, done that, bro. This
Okay.
ain't rock bottom.
This is quite the list. So get comfy. Okay. So you know how I feel about Jason Garrett. Think he sucks.
Dude, he's
right?
terrible.
So here we go. Here's where the Giants rank offensively since hiring Jason Garrett as the offensive coordinator. 32nd in yards to go on third down.
No way.
31st in points per game.
Dude, that can't be true.
31st in explosive pass plays.
No, you're lying, dude.
30th in points per drive. And 28th in yards per play.
Dude, we're so ass.
And for everyone who don't know, there's only 32 teams. So, yeah, you're bad. And you know how we always make fun of the Jets real bad?
Yeah.
Well,
It's starting to turn a little bit.
here's where it gets bad for you. It's getting worse for you, bro. Giants have the worst record in football since the start of 2017 at 18-49. Tied with, I'll give you one guess, bro.
Dude, it's so sad.
The Jets. You are in the same breath as the New York Jets. Pathetic, son.
It's so sad.
Okay?
Also, like, it's so sad that between, like, the Jets, the Giants, the Knicks being terrible, the Mets falling apart, like, the Yankees
are in
not
it for a
doing
wild
great.
card maybe this year.
Yeah, but, like, for being the Yankees, they've underachieved. Like, apart from
sure.
Kevin Durant being in Brooklyn, New York sports suck
Yeah. It's pretty
all
tough.
the way around.
And you all have 2 teams for every sport. You all still suck.
Man.
Like, how's this? You get an extra team each league, and y'all still suck. But so all the losses combined by the Giants and Jets mean they're combined 0-6 now, right?
Yep.
Over the last 10 years, New York teams are 20-49 in September, with 1 winning opening month for each team. So basically, by October, you know it's over.
Jesus Christ, man.
So I want to ask you this as a football fan.
Yeah.
I watched till December. You just shut the TV off in October, bro?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Pretty much, bro.
Yeah.
Not-
I don't blame you, bro.
And not even gonna lie, bro. This is just like straight up every season. I'm balls deep week 1, 2, 3. After that, I pretty much only watch the big games and then just watch highlights. And the Giants, I'm balls deep in.
You
up
need to
until-
come in here with
Dude,
a
I shut
paper
off the
bag
game.
over your head. You know how they used to do that in the old like Cleveland games and the Detroit games? Fans were so embarrassed that they would come to the game with a paper bag and they cut the eyes out. Yeah, that's what you need to do on this
Dude, we're
podcast.
on that track
with
right
a
now,
giant
man.
shirt on, bro.
We look so promising at the beginning of the season.
What, before the season started?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We look
all
so
look
promising, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, well, so
I don't know how I always sell myself on this fucking pipe dream every single season.
Dude, I'm right there with you.
Every
I
single
drink
season, I'm
the
like, oh,
purple
dude,
Kool-Aid
listing
every
off like,
year, though.
dude, we got it this year. We got this piece, that piece, this piece. We got this coach. We're going in.
Okay, so this weekend, this is like a real game. The battle of the shittiest quarterbacks. So you got Daniel Jones against Jameis. Who can fuck it up the most for the team? That's what this is about. Who is gonna fuck it up the most?
Oh, dude.
And real talk, here's where me being a friend. I'm here for you. I got your shoulder. I'm saying the Giants are gonna win. See, don't you like that?
There's no way, dude.
Bro, I'm calling it.
Buddy, you know how good the Saints
Calling
defense
it.
is?
Calling it, bro.
You know how good the Saints defense
trying
is?
to be a good friend, bro. Come
Yeah,
on.
I
Just
know,
let
but
me
you're
be a
being
good
shit.
friend.
You're leading me on, bro. This is called honey dicking me.
So, excuse me?
Honey dicking me. You're
There's no
enticing me
honey
with a
or
good
dick
thing.
in here, bro.
But you're just lathering it on your dick. And you're like, come here, dude.
So,
it's
yeah.
tasty.
You're almost at rock bottom, bro. You're like that junkie. One more rock.
See, dude, if we lose, which we're going to lose this week, like, I don't even know where we go from here.
Down, bro. What are you talking about?
See, but, like, we're in the position where it's like, okay, if we go from here, like,
No, you have no position, bro.
do we get rid of it? Like, is it full house clean out?
Bro, Gettleman should be gone. Garrett should be gone. I don't want to say Joe Judge. I'll let Joe Judge stick around, but like, yo, it is a clean sweep.
But
bro.
is DJ gone? Probably.
he's there until his contract expires.
But this is what I'm
Don't
saying.
remember when that is.
His contract expires quick, and
2
so
years?
like, yeah, and so but if we're bottom of the league, we're gonna have probably a top 3, top 4 pick.
Spencer Rattler, that's the QB coming.
That's what I'm saying. Draft
So if that was the
replacement.
case, if you're in a position to get him, for sure you're drafting him. And
Clear
Jones is
everyone.
gone.
Clear everyone. New QB. The
guy gives the ball to the other team more than his own team.
I give it literally 2 more weeks. Like I said, week 5 is always my week where I'm like,
Who's your backup? There's a reason why the backup's not going in. I bet you he's mad ass.
yeah, he is. Week 5 is my week where I can make a call, and week 5, if we don't get at least one win, and it isn't a tight game in the other game,
Mike Glennon.
it's over, bro.
Oh, son. I don't know about that.
It's so sad that like an entire season can be over in 3 weeks.
Yo, I was almost right there with you. But
You were
won.
real close.
We
You were
won,
real
though.
close.
Seattle put up a pathetic attempt.
I was telling you, man.
They started the game real hot, scored on the first 3 drives, I think it was. And I was like, oh, fuck, we're in for it. And that's all Seattle had, bro.
I'm telling you, like, I picked Seattle to be 3rd in their division. Like, I don't.
I picked them to be 2nd.
I don't see them as that hot this year.
Seattle always gets off to a slow start, so I think they're going to be just fine. But they're notorious for getting brutal starts. So, but you blowing 2 double-digit leads consecutive weeks, bro, not a good look, man.
Not at all.
When you let Kirk Cousins look like prime Peyton Manning, son,
Bro, straight up,
we got problems.
Kirk Cousins looked like the
You know what
GOAT
I'm
this
saying?
week.
And like, yeah, I'll praise Kirk Cousins right now. Never seen him play better football.
He looked like a monster
in his life, bro. You know what I mean? Last 10 games, he ranked 2nd in yards, 3rd in touchdowns, 3rd in picks, and 3rd in completion percentage. So, but I've been watching Kirk Cousins for a long time, so I know there's a bad one coming, bro. It's
Real
coming
quick.
It is. I know this is coming. I can't get too excited. Like, this guy's killing it. And he is. Like, he definitely is. But, like, PFF gave the Seahawks offensive line a 35 pass block grade. Their O-line allowed 17 pressures, 12 hurries, and 3 sacks. There's another team, too, with the secondary. Like, their secondary just fucking picked apart.
Yep.
And they're last in time of possession in the league.
Mm-hmm.
That's a problem.
They have no run game.
So, but this is like with under Waldron now, it's like a different offense. It's not hand it off 1st, 2nd down and throw on 3rd down, right? So they're trying to be more creative. But we said last week, to beat the Chiefs, you had to like have time of possession. Like that matters. So there's gonna have to be some changes, philosophy probably wise for them. But we'll see. Like I said, no panic. They always get off to a slow start. I think they'll be okay.
You got 2 weeks, and then we're gonna go through, and I'm gonna shit talk everyone, tell everyone it was a shit team or a good team.
The San Fran game, did you see that?
Yeah,
Rodgers?
dude. I think the person who won the most from this is Jimmy G.
Oh, he played great. I knew he was going to tie the game up. I had full confidence in him watching that game.
He
bro.
looked like a machine coming down the field and
Looked
scoring.
really
Like
good.
they looked so good.
What I was most impressed with that, they passed on every down on that last drive.
Yep.
And like, okay, this I have a problem. What I have a problem is with Kyle Shanahan, because that last touchdown, they snapped the ball with, I think there was like 13 seconds left on the play clock. Why would you do that?
Yeah. Let it run.
I know it's only 37 seconds, and I honestly thought Aaron Rodgers didn't have enough time. I thought he doesn't have enough time. And then, so to do that, and then when you're back on defense, when Rodgers does have the ball, how the fuck are you not doubling Devontae?
That's
the guy
the
had
thing I don't
18
understand.
targets. The next guy closest had 4. Like, we
That's-
all know where the ball's going. And if you don't want to double, you're going to bracket him off. You'll play soft zone his way. You're going to do whatever. But, like, that's inexcusable.
See, and you look at like the actual routes that got round. It was one go route and then a crossover route.
I will say that throw over Fred Warner's hand,
Super
fuck,
nice,
bro.
But also, like you
Wow.
said, there is one place where they can go.
We all know where it's going, man. You don't have to be a coach to fucking
No,
know
man,
this,
it's
bro.
not hard at all.
So I was, and like a lot of people are saying too, like Kyle Shanahan, brilliant play caller,
But he blows it.
but
in
the
big
head
moments.
coaching, not so brilliant, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and San Fran came back from 17 down. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I picked San Fran to win because I thought they were going to be. Green Bay folds when it comes to really physical football, but I'll give it to Green Bay. They match the physicality.
They look
San
good.
Fran, I was actually kind of disappointed. They had I can't remember how many sacks, but they only had pressured Rodgers 5 times. Sorry, in the whole game. That's not getting it done for Rodgers.
Nick Bosa has been very underwhelming so far this season.
Again, they'll be okay. Like I think Jamie G is going to be healthy for the whole year, and I think he has a good year. He probably won't be there long, but I think he's going to have a good year.
Giants, that's our pickup right there.
Another team, like you could see their corners just getting picked on, and San Fran doesn't give a fuck. They play the same system. Doesn't matter who is playing. Like if you're injured, next man up. They're not going to help you. They're still going to blitz, and you're going to be left alone on the outside. Mm-hmm. That's just the way they play. But fuck, some of those guys got burned. You know what I mean? So, Rodgers' average time to throw was just over 2.04 seconds, bro. Like you're not going to get many sacks when he's throwing it under with that quick too, right? So you got to give him a bit of credit. I think Green Bay called a good game that way.
Yeah,
you know they weren't going to let that front four bother Aaron Rodgers,
but
they did it to it. Fuck, they did it without Bakhtiari too, one of the best tackles. You know,
I'd say probably the best. That's the thing with all good quarterbacks. Like I mean, you look at what the Bucs did to Patty Mahomes. You look at games where teams have beaten Tom Brady. If you can hurry the quarterback, that's when they make mistakes. Against good quarterbacks, that is the only way. If you give them enough time to pick apart your defense, they will.
Oh, for sure.
They will.
Even Kirk Cousins will pick apart your defense.
That's what I'm saying. These guys are so elite, you have to get to the quarterback.
So going back to that final drive, they had 42 yards on that drive, right? Mm-hmm. Chicago Bears had 47 yards for the entire game, bro. Come on, son. Come on, man.
Dude, I watched part of that game. Literally, Justin Fields doesn't have a pocket. It's actually so fucked up.
Matt Nagy might have been right. And I hate Matt Nagy. I think you suck too. But he might have been right saying Justin Fields and like holding him out, bro.
It's so bad how bad that offensive line is. Like it's
and like I don't want to put it all on him because like some of it's not getting your protection, calling your protection, right? Mm-hmm. Right. Some of it's holding it on ball too long. So it's like not offensive line is awful, right? So let's break it down here. You know how like okay, I played sports as a kid.
Yep.
You always think you got these moments where like you make it to the league in your head and it's always just turns out good, right?
Yeah,
you're winning the championship.
Of course.
You're scoring fucking 3 goals, right?
Of course.
Justin Fields obviously had to think like, yo, I'm gonna like. You always envision this.
Yeah, 100%.
And then for
your
this
entire
to be
life,
reality,
you've been working
bro,
up to this, like,
and then you get sacked 9 times for a total of 67 yards and have 1 net passing yard.
9 sacks.
You had 1 net passing yard, bro. The whole game.
See, but the thing is, like, he never threw the ball because he never had the opportunity to throw. He never had the opportunity to set, and none of his receivers were open. Like, it was just such a mess.
Shout out Myles Garrett, 4.5 sacks. Guy was a fucking beast, bro. 6 QB hits. Clowney had a good game. 8 QB pressures. And like,
it's funny because sorry to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
There's something to be said about not being the number 1 overall pick. Because if you are the top 1 or 2 or even 3 quarterbacks in a draft, usually there's about 4 or 5. Doesn't matter how good you are, you cannot outplay a bad situation. Look at Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, it's like
Trevor's 0-3, and if you watch him, he's not bad. He's playing good, but he just doesn't have the ability to even operate because his team's so bad. No one's open.
Can't outthrow defenses in
exactly.
the NFL.
So
you know
like,
what I mean, like in the way he could college.
Yep, and there's something to be said about like you look at Lamar Jackson, look at Patrick Mahomes. What you get to go to the Chiefs with Andy Reid and Alex Smith, you get to go to Harbaugh as your coach. Like, there's something to be said about not being the number 1 overall pick or being a top 2 quarterback in a draft. Like it's
yeah, maybe everyone's like with Herbert being so successful, everyone's got to come in and play, but like not everyone. Like it's just like we were talking about learning earlier. Not everyone learns the same pace. Some guys got to sit for a year. It's beneficial to them. Like, you think anybody's going to remember that Pat Mahomes sat for a year?
Not a chance.
You know what I mean?
It's worthwhile to almost like you're bad.
Aaron Rodgers sat for a few years, bro.
Draft your quarterback.
Dak a few years, I think. Right? Was Dak under Tony Romo? I think it was. Or Romo got hurt and I came in. Whatever. But yeah, it's some guys can do it. Not many. And some guys need to sit.
I genuinely think there's something to be said. Like, NFL teams are so worried about turning around their franchise super quick, which obviously is important. There's billions of dollars on the line. But there's something to be said about getting your guy at quarterback and then waiting a year and making sure that you can address your offensive line or other issues before you commit to playing him full time.
Problem is, some guys see it as a business decision.
Yep.
They don't see it. Some owners are like, okay, he's a cheap contract. We're putting him out there, and we'll put the resources somewhere else, and hopefully win that way.
Yep.
Like we've seen it with Russell Wilson. That's how they did it.
And the thing is, like, I don't agree with that.
I'm all for throwing my guy out there if he struggles. I'm okay. Like I'm okay with if Lawrence breaks Peyton Manning's picks record. Whatever. I'm totally okay with it.
There's certain guys where I think it's okay. I think Trevor Lawrence could go 0-17 the next 2 seasons, and he's still going to come out the third season with the same amount of confidence as he did day one. Trevor Lawrence is the kind of guy to me who seems mentally like unfailable. Whereas I look at someone like Zach Wilson, who has so much talent, but he doesn't seem to me to be that strong mentally.
Oh, I think
Zach
Wilson's going to be fine.
I'm worried about breaking people mentally. Obviously, like there's certain scenarios where it's like, yeah, that'd be ideal if we could draft a quarterback next year. We get 5 picks, our O-line's rebuilt. Like that's just not how life works. But I don't know. I was a big fan of sitting Justin Fields, and I talked about it. I think he's gonna be really good. But
Nick Foles has to start this week. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, there's something to be said about.
I never thought I would say those words either.
See, but this is the thing is now that you've started him and you named him the starter for now, pulling him for the third string will fuck with him mentally.
I don't think so. I think Justin Fields is going to be just fine. I think that guy's going to be a star. He just Dan Orlovsky came out the next day, and he was ripping Matt Nagy, and he's like he should be fired because out of the 20 times that he threw, 13 times they only went with a 5-man protection, no help. He's like, you're going to leave him hanging out to dry 13 out of 20 times, and you expect this kid to be good? Like, so, again, this is also on Matt Nagy.
I agree.
Like, you got to be a better coach than that, dude. Real talk. You're going to get your guy killed, man. So, it's going to be a learning curve for him. And when you're on a bad team, it's going to be a tougher go, bro. And Chicago their defense isn't what it was a few years ago. It's good, but, it's going to be a tough go, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be wrong on my prediction. I think so far they have not looked good, and there's not even any bright spots.
I will say I'm ripping Matt Nagy pretty good. He did take Trubisky to the playoffs a couple times, but still, that's going to be your highlight, bro. You should be fired, I think.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
He's getting close. I think, like I said, week 5 is always my week. I think if by week 5 he hasn't either looked good or started to turn this back around, there's real conversations of okay, should we let him go by Thanksgiving?
Any worse loss than the Lions on a 66-yarder?
Dude, that's so tough, bro.
The crossbar.
Dan Campbell could not believe it, bro. He sat there just dumbfounded.
Yo, side note, Dan Campbell, if we were to bet, okay, Battle Royal, all the coaches.
Oh, he's winning every single time.
Put him in first and let them all come out after him. He will still be the last guy standing,
100
bro.
out of 100 times, he's winning.
This guy.
Every time.
I really kind of believe he's going to bite people's kneecaps off. This guy's fucking badass, bro. I see this guy, and, like, before the game, he's, like, in one of those, like, just a dry fit.
Yeah.
And it's, like, kind of baggy. But you could still tell he could play football right now, bro. Yeah. He's hella jacked. I was like, I would love to see this guy in a coach's battle royal. NFL coaches. Like, he would throw Andy Reid over that top rope.
Oh,
like,
dude,
fucking nothing,
long,
son.
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Pete Carroll and his fucking... You'd crack him
Break
in the
him over
hip,
his
bro.
kneecap.
Oh, yeah. Toss that ass out, man. Yeah, I would really like to see that. We should make that happen.
I agree.
But, yeah, that guy's jacked, son.
Buddy Triller would put it on, no problem.
Yeah, real talk. But, yeah, what a burn. So, that 66-yarder, 19-yarders, longer than the entire Bears offense. Weak. So, yeah, shout out to Chicago and you Bears. Yo, thank God Bears and Lions are in my division.
Yeah, no shit.
Every day I wake up and say thank you. You know what I'm saying? I got Matt Nagy on one side and Jared Goff on the other. I'm like, this is looking good, son. You know?
No shit.
I was just hoping Aaron wouldn't come back, but whatever. It's all good. Just getting back to that Jason Tucker field goal. Obviously, he's the best field goal kicker of all time. Vinatieri's made more pressure kicks for the Super Bowls and all that, but
Tucker's
GOAT
a machine,
kicker for sure.
Bro.
So I didn't realize this, that he had hit another 60-yarder previously in Detroit, right, in 2013. And after the game, he's like, it's deja vu all over again. I love Detroit. I might get a place here. Like, that's dope, bro.
Attaboy.
That's fucking dope. What else? You got anything else, dog?
No, I'm done, bro.
Yeah, I'm done too, dog.
All right, everybody. For those who don't know, we do currently one show a week. is our current schedule. Whatever you're listening to us on, SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, whatever it is, like, subscribe, helps us out a lot. Check out our YouTube too. We do need some more subscribers. We hit 10 subscribers. Fuck yeah, let's go.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. 10 subscribers.
Let's do this.
It's a big deal. We get plays.
Yeah, we got
audio,
when
but
we were off too, which is
yeah, we
really-
did.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
shout out all you old new listeners.
Thank you. We appreciate the listens.
But yeah, give our YouTube some love because that shit's
No one's getting
weak
no
right
love,
now.
son. Yeah.
We'll see you next week.
Peace.